caindo.
Okay, boys and girls, we are back with another video. This is Wings Rule, playing out of Spartan's camp, and here's what we're going to do today. We are going to review some ways to make your lower level heroes become better. Maybe give you some advice as far as what you need to do to evolve your heroes quickly to get them to the point where they're actually effective. Which heroes that you should focus on, and so on and so forth. This request has been brought to us to my attention by some of the mates in my guild, and so I thought I would indulge it because it does seem like it's pretty pertinent. There's always new players activating in this game, and I think it's very difficult for me to show on this account just how important the evolution of your characters are. So, but what we're going to do real quick is we're just going to show you, okay? Because these are my heroes. You can see I have all of the most beast mode heroes, all the most effective main heroes you can have. But as a side note, I also carry with me some of the very first heroes you get, okay? Pyro Pete, Pangoli. I've got Pangoli coming out the wazoo. And there's a reason for that. Pangoli is a fantastic aid for any hero. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to show a level 1 Pangoli what his aid skill is. Okay, so right now in the flesh he looks like a bit of a cartoon character, but to be honest, he is one of the most epic heroes in the game. Okay, so his aid skill, he increases the hero's attack rate near death. Okay, so this is really good for Abyss Demon or Pangoli or Ambrosia. Anybody that has either a high attack or has a high heal based on attack. So, and as you can see, it will. Whoa, why isn't it showing this? Okay, so for the first time when he's about to die, he will be alive with no health left and can't take any extra damage for 3 seconds. So what this does is it makes your main hero capable of having a bit of an afterlife that he can withstand attack. So they're still attacking at him while your other heroes are trying to defeat them. But he cannot be died. It's a bit of an invincibility factor. Now, as you level this skill up, it becomes more and more useful, up to 9 seconds. I believe it's 9 seconds for a max Pangoli with max aid skills. So that 9 seconds, 8 seconds. No, what is it? Yeah, 9 seconds that your hero that he's aiding, he will be alive after he is completely dead of all his health. Okay, 9 seconds is a long time for Abyss Demon to do some healing, or Hydrosaur, or whoever you're using as your healer. That gives you a lot of opportunity to make those changes. Okay, so this is a pretty high-end account. Obviously, I'm not the highest in the game. I'm nowhere near. I'm working toward becoming one of the better, more elite players in the game. So as you can see, I am still using Pyro Pete, and just to show you just how important Pyro Pete is, take a look at my lineup in Battle Royal. Look at that. Starting man right here, Pyro Pete. Okay, so he is coming in at level 102. His attack is very low. His HP is also very low. But his skill is incredible. It's one of the best in the game. It's too bad that they couldn't evolve this guy to an epic hero and give him some more features. But yeah, his skill is incredible. It increases the attack of the sharpshooters by 225 and 60% of their attack rate goes up. So with sharpshooters shooting at 395 per second, multiply that by 200. Anyways, you're looking at somewhere around 700 attack per second per sharpshooter. All right, so I'm bringing in 25, and you're looking at pretty beast mode attack just in the sharpshooters. Okay, so Pyro Pete's not really doing much as far as being in the group for his attacking ability. It's for his skill, so that will aid all the sharpshooters on the floor. Okay, so I have Chiron also in my formation. So as you can see, that's going to make things a lot easier to increase all of Chiron's sharpshooters. Okay, so he's got massive attack, which is phenomenal for him. But as you can see, the results speak for themselves. That is my lineup that I used on my last attack. 29 million on one attack in the Battle Royal. And main starter, Pyro Pete. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to swing you over to my second account, my junior account. Call him Wings Junior. So we're going to try and walk you through some of the things that are going to be important for you to do to evolve your heroes and try to, I don't know, I guess just optimize your rings. Okay, so this is the key. Okay, so number one way to get rings, aside from the perk side. Okay, so number one way to get rings is right here. Okay, so you do your attacks in the solo campaign, and inside the chest you will get cups. Okay, as you can see, if you get a 3-star victory, you get automatically a cup. Okay, and you get a certain amount of souls, and you get a certain amount of XP and a certain amount of money. But in these chests, you can also get cups. Okay, and with these cups, what we would do is we would go to here. Okay, we press the plus sign on the ring, and it will say, okay, well now you have one mug. Okay, so you trade that one mug for a chance at least 10, but potentially 50 rings. Okay, you can do this as far as you can reach in the solo campaign until you stop 3-star. Okay, so for each time that you multiple, like if I go here and I've already 3-starred this, I can attack this 5 times. Okay, and then every 2 hours I can attack it again. Okay, so that's how that works. You can continue to do this every day, get your 5 extra attacks on the ones that you can beat, and hope to get cups inside the chest. Okay, so that's how we do it. That's an easy way for us. That's the blue collar guy's way of trying to get some rings and build up his rings. Okay, so now the next best way to get your rings is going to be in the free area. Okay, so what happens here is when you play this game, every 2 hours you're given a hero. Okay, a free hire hero. They aren't very high quality, but they do consist of Pyro Petes. They're all usually in the normal, good, or fair, most often in the normal department. But these heroes, what you do is you take them and you fuse them into your main heroes. Okay, so as you can see on this account, I have many main heroes, very similar to the ones that I have with my main account. But as you can see, compared to most other level 55s, I have a Pangoli with a skill of 16, an Abyss Demon with a skill of 16, a Chiron with a skill of 11. I'm just starting to build him up. So these are my main heroes, my main starting heroes. Great Sage, a skill of 14, and Landslide. Landslide, a skill of 17. So, in my opinion, Landslide is the best tank in this game. Now, that is my opinion. I don't find that he is overly effective in the attacking category, but he is exceptional because his attacking is based on his damage he takes. Okay, so you want to get his skill up as high as you can, as fast as you can, because he is currently reflecting 88% of the damage of all of the enemies that are attacking him back on those enemies. So as you can tell, when he is out there and he uses his skill, it draws the aggro from all of the other heroes that are being attacked, and it pulls it to him, so that he is the one being attacked and targeted by all the defenses in that range. Okay, so that's the key to Landslide. That's what makes him such a sought after commodity. Is it's his aggro boost. Okay, so he takes all of the attention from your main heroes and pulls them over to himself. Okay, so and he also reduces the damage to your allies, that they will still be receiving damage from the other defenses that aren't in the range of his skill. So when he activates his skill, it's a certain area that it will take up. Okay, so he is a very important element to this game. Not many of you will have Landslide right away or early. Um, Most likely you'll have Blockhead or potentially Pounder if you get pretty lucky early on. Okay, I do not carry Pounder in my camp. Um, Honestly, it may have been a mistake, but I fused him into Landslide immediately once I got Landslide because I knew Landslide was going to be a far better hero. And that was a few months ago. As soon as Landslide came out, I ended up getting him very quickly and converting my Pounder into Landslide. So I would say that if you are going to do regular day-to-day gameplay, Pangoli is your next best hero that you need to level up his skill. Get him up as high as you can, and level his skill up. Okay, the damage that he does is exponential compared to any other hero in this game. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick little resource raid so you can see just how much damage Pangoli can do when he's going toe to toe with the rest of the world. Okay, you can see all of these heroes are over here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring Pangoli solo mission. All right. We're going to bring him up here a little further away so that, oh man, wrong guy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring Pan in. My bad. So basically, you can't see it, but he just killed all of those enemies. One shot from his skill. They haven't even got off their hero hall. They're still sitting there. They have no idea what just happened. Okay, so as you can see, this base is very, very vulnerable now because it's only the defenses attempting to attack Pangoli. So he has cleared this many structures with his soccer kick and with his skill. I have not activated Abyss Demon. I have not used any other skill or any other hero. So that's going to pretty much seal up this victory very quickly. Alright, so that's what makes Pangoli so impressive. Okay, he is incredible at attacking the enemy without them even knowing he's there. Okay, so number one hero to upgrade if you have him is Landslide, but if it's next best thing, Pounder and Pangoli. Okay, so that's how we do that. And as you can see in my formation, I am using Pyro Pete again in this account. A level 95, and he is helping me be just as beast mode as Wings Rule is. Okay, so as you can see in the results on the Battle Royal, there isn't many in my clan that are capable of putting up this kind of damage, especially as a level 55. Okay, so the proof is in the pudding, folks. I don't know if there's any other way to say it. I wasn't involved in this attack. Just wanted to, just so you can get an idea of just how important. So here I am, 12 million, okay? This guy, Nortor, very excellent player, okay? This guy is a beast. He had more points than my main account in the Guild Clash, and I know for a fact that he attacked formidable opponents. But yeah, he was instrumental. Another really, really important cog in this guild. But Drag Ninja right behind him in the attack points. So with using Pyro Pete, okay, it's about how you optimize your heroes and what you do to make sure that your aids and your ring count is up. Okay, so that's two really easy ways to get rings. Now, I'm sorry, I got off topic. So you're getting your free hires every day, okay, and they are cheap. Okay, they're free. All right, but at the end of every 100 hires, you are getting a lucky spin. So what we're going to do here is we're going to give you what you need to do is make sure you have enough jewels to make this lucky spin worth your while. Okay, so you need to do all of your attacks every day. If you get your 50 your max amount of gold collected every day, and you do your campaign and you do your all of your different things that you need to do every day to collect your jewels, you should be getting about 250 to 300 jewels per day. Okay, so you should have no reason by at the end of the week when it's time to do your free hire and your free spin that you don't have enough rings or enough jewels to do the ring spin. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how the spin works. I've already done the free spin and I have a total of 10, which means yeah, I had a really crappy first spin. So what we're going to do is we're continuing this spin along. Okay, so the second spin was 50 and it got us times 2, which gave us another 100. Okay, so this is going to cost us 3 more 100 jewels. Now that's 100 starting, so you do a multiplier of the 100, okay? So that's another 200, that gets us 310 rings. Now here's the big one right here, the 400. If you can get up 4 times, okay, so that was pretty pathetic. That was basically as low as you can get, 610. It would have been really great to get maybe a 4 times on that last roll to get us up around 1,000, but we didn't get it. But as you can see, so it's reflected immediately in your ring count, and that is how you level up your heroes as easily as possible for skill. Okay, and skill is the single most important thing that you can do to make your heroes better. Okay, evolution is great, and the perks that you get with evolving is incredible. But to be honest, I have only got 2 evolved heroes to the point where they have a divine skill. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a long video, and I'm sorry for that, but this is very important for you newer players to understand. Okay, so you want to use those rings. Okay, you want to use the jewels to get the free rings and the free spin. You want to optimize that. Now, arena, next best place to get your rings. Okay, and this is the next best thing to level your heroes up. As you can see, these are all the perks that are available as you get points in the arena. Okay, so first off you get 100 gems, 100 rings. As you go on, you gradually become your rewards become higher. 300 jewels, 200 rings. Okay, so you're at 1,000,000 gold. These gold eggs are really great for leveling up your heroes when they're early on. Then you start getting into the coral eggs and more jewels, more rings. As you can see, the best way to level your heroes up is to use the arena. Okay, that's going to be your fastest method of increasing their HP and attack and their own personal level. Okay, because their attack is based on their personal level, and this is this. Okay, so another thing that I want to touch on, okay, that goes back to very key heroes. Okay, so we're talking about Pangoli earlier. This guy is a beast in all facets of the game. He should be defending your base. He attacks aerial attacking troops and he attacks ground troops. He attacks from a distance, so he doesn't really become susceptible to sharpshooters until they really get up in his face. And the melee guys really have to go through walls and whatnot to get to him. So as you can see, he is also really good as a defending hero protector. Okay, so what he does is he increases the sniper tower's attack by 30% and 50% HP when this hero is placed on your base to defend. Okay, so that is the Gemini evolution. The third evolution is the Fortitude. All heroes are at the Fortitude at third evolution. So what he does is he makes the sniper tower stronger, and for the first time when the sniper tower falls, it will increase its attack rate by 66% and 20% damage and grants immunity for 3 extra seconds. Okay, so therefore those sniper towers will last longer even though they're dead, which makes the enemy troops have to focus on them for longer, which means that your other defenses can attack them longer. Okay, very, very important hero to have defending your base. Typically, I would have Arctic Lord defending my base, but right now his level is too low, and I don't know. I guess maybe he might be better suited than Great Sage. I don't find him to be overly effective defending the base. But so Pangoli very strong, but our number one hero for base defense, I have got to say hands down, Chiron. Okay, so if you can get your hands on a Chiron, evolve him to Gemini to his fortitude. Okay, so what it does is it creates a clone for every hero that drops onto your base. So all the main heroes, all 5 main heroes, will all be attacked by a clone that has 100% of Chiron's HP and 50% of his attack. Okay, so that is also huge because it reduces the enemy that kills it by 15% damage and 10% HP. Okay, for 12 seconds. Alright, so that is huge on the rest of your base as they are attacking at a lower damage and a lower HP for each hero that attacks and kills your Chiron clone. Okay, there's nothing that stymies an attack more than this guy's defense. Okay, so another key hero. All right there is key. We have other heroes that are key for other events such as Guild Clash. Abyss Demon would be tops on my list for a guy that you should have in Guild Clash, but he is huge for healing during any gameplay. Okay, he will heal your heroes massively. Okay, we're going to do a quick attack here, another resource raid, and we're just going to show you what it looks like when Abyss Demon wants to come in and do some healing. So we're going to bring Abyss and Pangoli again. Okay, so what we do here is we let these guys do their thing, kill those enemy heroes. As you can see, all the heroes were gone before they even got to us. So now we're going to watch Abyss. Okay, so everything he hits, he is going to heal his troops. As you can see, these numbers coming above all of your heroes and all of the mercenaries that are within range, 3,478. And he is healing himself almost 7,000. Okay, so that is huge. Very important that Abyss Demon is part of your lineup. If you have him, do not discard him as useless. There's many attributes of this guy that make him so intense and so formidable. Okay, I've used that word a few times today, but honestly, the deal is this guy is OP. If you don't have him, you are not getting your full potential out of your attacks in Guild Clash, and you are probably not surviving a lot of raids that you should be. Okay, so use him. I don't know so much about his divine, if I think that that's something that you should push for early on, but I will tell you that the best divine skill in this game, in my opinion, at level 1 is Great Sage. Okay, so this skill is intense. Alright, what it does is it locks out. What I mean by divine skill, hang on, let's just return. Okay, so you have a divine skill which comes with the 5th evolution. Alright, so this is the Leo evolution. The divine skill is a secondary skill that you get to use once during your attack. Okay, for 5 seconds he becomes immune to enemy attacks and deals 5,000 damage to all targets that are in range. Okay, and he locks the skills of all enemy heroes, including their evolved skills, their divines, and recovers an extra 3 rage immediately. So what we're going to do is we're going to zip over here to Campaign Clash, and we're going to show you what I mean by how much damage he can do and how much he increases the rage. Okay, so we're just going to go in, we're going to do a quick attack. all you can see my rage meter is full. We're going to activate everybody's skill, and now the rage meter is on next to nothing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to activate the Great Sage, and look at that rage meter. Up by 3, which gives me so much more available skills that I can use. Okay, so that's huge on somebody like Ambrosia or Pangoli or even Saf, to be able to have that extra rage that you can spam something pretty quickly. That is amazing. And the fact that it locks out heroes, very, very effective in the arena. Okay, so I would say that if I'm chasing after a evolution for a divine, that's what I do. Okay, I go for Great Sage as our #1 divine. Do not spread your evolution throughout your heroes. Okay, what I did was I got my Great Sage and I evolved him completely to the point where I couldn't evolve him anymore until I got another Great Sage. Then I knew my next hero that I was going to need was going to be Abyss. So I evolved him to his max, okay? You need to evolve the players that are going to defend your base the best, okay? To their 3rd evolution, which would be the Gemini evolution, the Fortitude. Okay, so Chiron should be evolved to Fortitude, Pangoli evolved to Fortitude, Landslide evolved to Fortitude, Gemini in the evolution chain. These players are epic in defending your base. Lower level guys, Arctic Lord is great for defending the base on a higher level base. But you see that I have only 2 Reapers, and Arctic Lord will come back to life as a clone every time the Reaper dies. So that's huge, but not so huge when you only have 2 Reapers. Okay, so he's just not as effective on the lower level bases. So I guess that's a pretty substantial breakdown of your heroes and maybe your best ways to get rings. Always compete in the Battle Royal. Always compete in the Guild Clash, because if you're going to check, I'm going to try and claim some stuff if I have any room. I do. So as you can see, I've got mutagen, I've got gold, I've got shards, and I got a few eggs. So compete in all these things. There's my rings. Look at that. 100 rings just like that. For nothing. Okay? Just for competing. You get the multiple chests if you are in on a ranking. So again, look at, like, you can't go wrong when you participate in all of your dailies. Okay, because it is huge. Okay, and we already know that forging block with the weapons is incredible. It just adds a whole new element to the game. Yeah, you can't, like, I don't know, you're defending your base for the first time ever. You're activating your hero skills, so on and so forth. Maybe we'll do another video on the forging block another day, but for now, just, you know what, and also, I don't know if I can go over this right now, but key defensive structures in your base. All right, obviously, we have our victory statues. These are going to be our #1 defensive structures in this base. As a lower level player, as you're increasing your town hall, you need to continuously be upgrading your hero halls. Each one of these pads that your hero sits on can be upgraded, and each time it gets upgraded, it becomes that more defensively effective. So as you can see, it increases the attack bonus of that hero on the base by 55%, and it increases its HP by 110%. At this level, as you go up in level, it increases the attack and the HP of those heroes. So as you level up your town hall, it's important to increase your hero halls first and foremost in order to make your base defense the best it can be. Then the next strongest defense is your victory statue. Can't say enough about these things, especially in Guild Clash. They do so much individual damage. It is unreal. Focus very, very quickly on your sniper towers. And last but not least, okay, your mortar. Very high splash damage. It does damage to multiple heroes at one time when it explodes on the ground when it hits. Okay, so those are your 3 main defenses. Try to keep them leveled up fairly equal to each other because they work in conjunction together. Okay, so I hope that this video wasn't too long. I hope that it was explaining as much as it can be explained in one video, and I hope it was helpful for you guys. Please don't forget, like and share and comment and subscribe to Wings Rule. Okay, so this is Wings Rule partying in the Spartan Guild, and don't forget, keep clashing. Peace.